Hey guys, welcome to another Feed the Beast Quickie. On this one we are going to take a look at the BuildCraft engines, which are in here. The first one is the Redstone engine. The second one is the Stirling engine, and the third one is the Combustion engine. Let's go through them one by one, what they do and how you can craft them. Let's start off with the Redstone engine. So the way you craft it is that you use sticks to create these wooden gears or wood gears. You need 2 of these on the sides like that. Then piston in the bottom middle, glass on the middle, and oak wood on top. Or wooden plank, it can be any wood. And that's a redstone engine. Okay, the Stirling engine, this guy here, you can craft it by transforming these wooden gears into stone gears, like so. Let's make 4 of those. Okay, so the wooden gears on middle and cobblestone on the sides, and we need 2 of these per engine, and you place them like that. Piston in the middle, glass on the dead middle, and then cobblestone on top. And that's a Stirling engine. And finally, the Combustion engine. The way you create that or craft that is you take these stone gears and add iron ingots around it to get iron gears. Place them similar in the corners, piston on the bottom middle, glass on the middle, and iron ingots on top. And that's a Combustion engine. Let's get rid of some of this junk that I have, so it's okay. Okay, so let's start off with the Redstone engine. Redstone engine is the most basic one of these. It doesn't give out much MJs or power, but it's really handy to transport items if you don't need to transport items in stacks. So you can transport individual items with these. So I'm going to show an example here. Let's place a chest and grab some piping that we took a look on a previous episode. So let's say that we want to transport items from this chest into that chest. Then we would place wooden pipe in here and then cobblestone there. Redstone engine on that wooden pipe. And then I need some block to place the lever on, and let's throw some item in there. So now that we give this engine a redstone current or signal, it will start to draw out the items from the chest one by one, as you can see. And it will speed up. The color indicates the warmth of the engine. So there's blue, orange, and red, I believe, or green. Blue, green, orange, and red. And that indicates how efficient the engine is, or is it going to overheat. The redstone engine can overheat if it's not connected to anything. So if this is the situation, it will eventually overheat. But if it's connected to a pipe, wooden pipe, which doesn't need to be connected to anywhere, it won't overheat ever. So that's a plus side of it. And if we leave this running for long enough, it will turn into green, which is the most efficient speed, and it will eventually do that. I'm not going to wait for that, but mark my word, it's going to change. Next, let's take a look at the Stirling engine. It's basically the same engine as the Redstone engine, but a lot more efficient, a lot more powerful, and it can power mining machines such as quarry. The Redstone engine doesn't power quarries, even if you set up multiple Redstone engines to power. It doesn't give out enough power, but this will. It does need an fuel to burn to generate the MJs, and with the fuel you can use basically the same fuel that an engine, and furnace uses. So planks, sticks, crafting tables, etc., etc., and coal is probably the best. So if we start this, we have items in here. You can see that it will start to draw out the items, but it will draw out them by the stacks. So, or not by stacks, but multiple items at a time. So it's a lot more powerful. Stirling engines doesn't overheat like the Redstone engine. Even it will overheat if it's how do you say it? Yeah, it will overheat if there's an oversupply of power. So if you give put multiple Stirling engines like this, as they will give out power to this one block, then they could overheat, but not in a normal situation. You can also use lava to fuel this Stirling engine. That is the most powerful. As you can see, the coal lasted all that time. It actually burns for 1 minute and 20 seconds, but the lava bucket will burn for 16 minutes and 40 seconds. So that's a really long time to get power from this Stirling engine. Okay, and next let's take a look at the Combustion engine. The Stirling engine is the most powerful one of these. It's also the one that needs to be cooled down when used. The combustion engines will overheat and explode if it's not cooled properly. So in here we have two tanks. One is for fuel and one is for cooling liquid, so basically water. You can pump the water in here with the pipes that we looked at a previous episode, or you can place buckets of water to cool it, or give it some cooling liquid. The stages for this are blue, which is this one. It isn't on, or it's just starting. Then there's green when it's running and cooled properly. Then there's yellow, and that indicates that the engine is overheating. And then the last phase is red, which indicates that the engine is in danger of exploding. And there are a specific amount of time that the engine can run with the correct or with the yellow and red coloring, but you don't want to get there. You don't want to try to how do you say it? Try to maximize the output. So there is an opportunity. You could do it. So place some fuel in here and then give it some redstone through a clock, so that it cools down between strokes. So that way you don't have to cool it. But that's your decision if you want to go there. So let's take a look at what you can burn in here. You can use lava and oil. Oil you can find in those foundations of, it's not foundation, well, those things that spits out oil. And then you can use fuel. Fuel you can get by refining the oil in a oil refinery. We are going to take a look at that in a upcoming episode. So what you can do, you can also pipe these liquids in here, but I'm going to use the bucket like that. So let's, for example, place the fuel bucket in here. It will draw out the fuel and place it in this fuel tank, and now it starts. And if we place a full stack in here, it will draw out it whole. So that's the combustion engine has that much power. You can also use the combustion engines to power various machines, such as the quarry. And this has so much power that the quarry will stop run non-stop, or it doesn't pause between strokes. And if we let this run without cooling for some time, it's several minutes, it will turn into green, yellow, and last red. But we can add the cooling liquid in there, and it will at some point it will use this cooling liquid, and you need to add more of it or pump more in there. Okay, so that's the engines from the BuildCraft. Hopefully you liked this episode. You found it interesting and necessary. And if you did, do leave a like. And I thank you for watching, and see you on the next